Catching up with Pep and Ted. Come and sing along. It's catching up with Pep and Ted. So awesome. Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
It's getting a little bit better each time.
It is.
Every single time I do it, it gets a little bit better.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome back.
This is episode 5.
Yes.
I say it every time because otherwise I would forget which episode it is.
Cut 5. It's the one. 5.
I'm gonna open my kagome now.
Nice. Open your kagome.
Oh yeah.
What's a kagome for the viewers?
A kagome? Oh man, kagome is everything you're looking for in a juice.
Wow.
This is like all the summer fruits that you want just in one bottle. It's today's sponsor.
See, Pepe's got a new t-shirt and it's very summery. And so now he's going to act like it too. He's going to have the whole act together.
This is now my favorite t-shirt.
Really? Since when?
Since I bought it.
Yesterday?
No, I found this, we found this store in Harajuku.
Mm-hmm.
It's called...
What a nice name.
I still have something, wrong in me. Anyway, we found this shop that sells like new clothes, but at a huge discount.
Oh,
like
okay.
High brand, stuff like Burberry.
It's kind of an outlet type of thing.
Kind of basically, it's an outlet. They had like a lot of diesel stuff, and they were like super discounted. Plus, they had like for the first time you use the store, you get this much more discount and everything. Yeah. So I ended up buying a bunch of t-shirts that I never had of Diesel, this brand.
Of course it's Diesel. Of course it's Diesel.
Now you know, right?
Pepe is like the biggest Diesel ambassador. He's like Diesel man number 1.
Yeah, I wish I could work for Diesel, but never had this opportunity. Anyway, so since there was this huge discount, I was super excited to just get as much stuff as I could, right? So I grabbed maybe 10 t-shirts and I was trying them on in the changing room, and all of the t-shirts that I thought I liked, I ended up disliking it once I put it on. And this one, and I was like, I don't think I like this one, but I'll try it anyway. Once I put it on, oh man, this is my favorite t-shirt.
Nice.
That's
how much was it?
Like 4,000 yen. It's like less than Zara.
It's still a t-shirt. I guess it's more like a normal t-shirt price, right?
It's like if you go to Zara now, like minimum you have to pay for a t-shirt is 4,000, 5,000 yen.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? It's a t-shirt.
I know, but Zara prices this is the below that you have to go to, I guess, H&M, Bershka, and what else is there? Forever 21.
I guess so.
To get a cheap t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And this is like is a brand, it's not a luxury brand, it's a premium brand, but still,
right?
The one that I like.
Wait, so it's like it goes like regular brand, then it goes like fast fashion, regular brand, premium brand, luxury brand. Is that like the way it goes?
I think so.
I have no idea.
I didn't know either, but when we looked it up to know, the different price tags of clothes to kind of figure it out, we found out that Diesel is not a luxury brand; it's a premium brand.
Wow!
If you look at the price tags, it kind of makes sense, because it's not as expensive as Gucci or whatever, Louis Vuitton, but it's still kind of expensive,
That's nice, I guess.
So
that's your thing. If that's what you're into. I don't know. I haven't bought clothes in like a year or more, maybe 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I think I might have not bought clothes in 2 years, so I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I used to be like you, man. You remember, I really didn't give a shit about clothes and stuff. The only thing I liked to spend money on was accessories, so backpacks, shoes, hats. That's pretty much, and wallets, stuff like that. But
I just can't afford it, to be honest. I just walk around like this now.
No shoes on.
No shoes. I don't know. I can't even afford shoes. I can't even afford shoes. Wait, I can't show my feet. Maybe some of you guys have a foot fetish. Actually, if you want, you can look at my feet a little bit. Don't worry about it.
I don't like this segment of this podcast.
Why?
I don't know. It was pretty weird, but it's fine, man. We're back.
Why? Because I mentioned foot fetish. You're weirded out.
Yes.
Really?
I mean,
is that something you find interesting?
I mean, Picasso was into it.
Tarantino.
Wait,
Sure. Durato.
There's another one that I found out recently that is into feet that I forgot.
Yeah, you, the guy in the mirror.
I mean, of course, apart from me. Oh man, whatever. I saw the movie that you suggested last time.
Which one did I suggest?
To the topic.
Which one did I suggest? I don't
Uncut
remember.
Gems.
Oh, yo, how did you like it?
So I liked the movie. It was fun. It's a cool story.
Yeah.
And I liked the actors, and they were Adam
Sure.
Sandler was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But overall, man, sorry. Overall, that's the type of movies that I really don't like. The noisy,
stressful,
fucking noisy, man. Everybody's talking at the same time all
stressful.
the time.
Yeah.
Like my head was really about to explode after it was 2 hours and something of a movie.
I know.
So it's just too much, you know.
You're
like,
supposed to have a panic attack.
Like what the hell was that?
I know. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
That's
yeah.
the whole thing.
It's supposed to be like that. Yeah. It's supposed to
Really?
give you a panic attack. It's supposed to give you anxiety. You're supposed to sit in your chair and be like,
That's what they're saying.
I mean, that's literally what they intended to do. Yeah. They made another movie called Good Time, which was exactly the same.
Oh, I see.
And Adam Sandler liked that movie, which is why he did this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really for me.
I understand, man.
I wouldn't rewatch it. You know what I mean?
It's hard to get used to. I would. I watched it 3 times, so.
Reminds me, you know what? It reminds me of those soap operas, the Latin, like South American soap operas, Spanish soap operas, where they speak on each other the whole fucking time in Spanish, and they're all talking on each other. It just makes my head explode, and I hate it so much. I understand that you want to make it real, you know, because people in real life, they kind of tend to speak on each other, especially if there's a lot of people. But man, it's
supposed to be a panic attack. It's on purpose. Like they did like as much of that as possible, right? How did you like Adam Sandler's character, Howard?
I mean, what do you mean? What did you?
You didn't like him specifically? Like I loved his character. I was like, yeah, Howard, let's go.
Oh, you mean as a character in the story, of course.
Yeah.
It was interesting, you know. As this kind of gambling addicted guy. It's kind of funny to see, you know, how much he's gonna fuck up. And eventually he never fucks up, you know, he always wins, which is kind of weird because like always wins the bets that he's doing. But yeah, as a person, like if he was a real person, I'll fucking hate that guy.
Of course, but it's a character, right? So
yeah. But yeah, of course, character was like pretty well done. Yeah,
too stressful for you.
Yeah, I don't know, like just the constant talking on each other, it's constant screaming all the freaking time. I mean, I know if that's the point, and that's the one wanted to do. Well, they did it, you know. But it's not like a movie that I go like, oh man, the movie changed my life or something like that, you know. So it's like,
okay,
it was alright, you know. I saw one movie that kind of not changed my life, but it was one of those movies you go like, wow.
Oh,
you know, there's like
you're about to tell me about it. I can tell.
There's a before and after. If you want to know, I'll tell you.
No, of course I want to know. You can't bring it up and then be like, yeah, there's one movie I watched changed my life. Anyway, so what are you doing today?
Yeah, and I'm never gonna talk. No.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's this movie. I always forget my phone is right there. I'm always looking for my phone to search for because I know the Italian title. I don't know
It's an Italian movie.
It's an Italian movie, man. It's like, where's the? If you can go on Google.
Google. Let's not do this, by the way. Let's not make it a thing where we look at stuff on the internet during the podcast. I don't want to edit it, man.
Oh,
Because I have to listen to the entire podcast in order to figure out where we put.
Oh,
so let's not make it. Well, you can look up the name just because you need the name right now.
Yeah,
anyway.
okay. Let's just do for the I want.
But like, I don't want to put stuff on the screen, man. It's too much.
It's alright. It's alright. Is this one? Oh, we all loved each other so much.
From wow, what age was this?
1974.
What? Oh, 1990, right? Oh, 1974. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
man. This movie is it's one of the greatest movies in history, I think.
It's an Italian movie.
It's an Italian movie. It's called
Of course.
C'eravamo tanto amati. It's by this guy. Maybe you heard of it. It's one of the greatest Italian directors, Ettore Scola.
I've heard of that.
Great friend of Fellini. They started together their movie career. They were both working at some sort of a newspaper where they used to draw comics. You know, Fellini used to be a comic artist.
I didn't know that.
You know that? Used to be a comic artist, and this guy too. And then they became probably two of the greatest movie maker of all time.
Damn, just like us.
And this movie, man, like I wasn't expecting to be this good. It's one of those super famous movies that you heard about, but I never wanted to sit down and watch it.
Yeah,
so good, man. Like it's so well written. When something is well written, it's crazy. Like that's how much value brings to the movie. Just the script. Plus the actors is all amazing actors, amazing Italian actors.
Okay.
And so when you watch these old movies, especially these Italian old movies, they still had like a lot of technical difficulties, which mainly was because of the fact that they have to redub the whole movie. Because like at the time the technology wasn't as good as today, right? So they shoot everything and then they just redub everything. Every Fellini movie is like that.
It's all
too.
dubbed, right? Yeah.
And if you see,
just like Shindaita PD.
Exactly. I like the way you're quoting, our stuff. But where was it? I think it's like actually. Oh, was it in a? Maybe it was like a I was watching one of Paolo Sorrentino's interviews.
Yeah.
I think he mentions that he once went to a Fellini like shooting stage or whatever, where they were shooting one of his movies, and it was like just loud, like sounds everywhere, people talking on each other.
Yeah.
And they were shooting. They were actually rolling the camera. That's because like they didn't need the audio, because the audio is gonna be dubbed anyway. So everybody's like they were like screaming at each other, like, "Oh, move that, move the light," stuff like that. And as the actors are actually acting, And if you think about it, that's why, because like they have to redub everything. And this movie too, it's all dubbed, And despite this fucking thing is not perfect technically, because like it's not. Of course, it would be better to just watch the actors say the thing as he said it in that moment in front of the camera, right? But instead, it's like redubbed, and it's kind of there's like a little bit of a discrepancy with the way the lip move and whatever. Despite that, this fucking movie is mind blowing, man. So like that also made it even better,
Yeah.
I think you should check it out.
I'll watch it, and then the next podcast you're gonna hear about it.
Right, I think it's on YouTube. Actually.
I'm gonna be like, I didn't like that it was dubbed.
Alright,
just kidding.
But it's on YouTube. It's for free on. It's
on YouTube.
Yeah. So
okay.
And I think it's also there's English subtitles.
Oh,
somebody put it out just for people to watch.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
So yeah, that kind of
nice.
It's good when you watch one of those things that makes you wanna work. It makes you wanna fucking do shit, right?
I had the same. Yeah, I think maybe you saw my story, but sorry not to hijack the conversation, but I think maybe you saw my story that I watched Euphoria, a show called Euphoria.
Oh yeah.
Best thing I've ever watched in my life. Best show I've ever watched, for sure. Like better than any other show I've ever watched. I cried maybe like 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
It was embarrassing. I cried in front of Ocean. I was like, this is so hard to watch. And you're just like laughing. 'Cause,
Why
like,
did you cry?
He had already watched it, right? He's seen it before me. And so he knew the sad part was going to come when the sad part
right.
was going to come. But I didn't because I watched it for the first time. So yeah, that show got me. It's like, it's just super well filmed. It's like one of those shows that's like way too well filmed. Like the way it's just great. It's like there's a movie called Belly, which features like Nas and Method Man and DMX, like the rappers. And it's made by Hype Williams, which is like a music video director. Like he made like All of the Lights by Kanye West. He made like a million. He made Hate Me Now by Nas. Like a bunch of like those classic music videos. He made them, and then he made his movie like a music video. So like every shot was like a music video. It's like looks cool, looks crazy, looks wild, right? But then it's a movie. And this show Euphoria is similar to that, where like everything looks as cool as a music video, but it's just a high school drama, right?
I see.
And it's just shot very, very fucking well. And then season 2, they filmed it all on film, which is different, but also very cool. It's just like the things that they do, the sequences they pull off is just very crazy. And then the story is also good. And so I cried like 5 times. Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. Like,
You don't have to, but like, yeah, I just had a similar experience to yours and I just wanted to share it. I don't know if you'll like it. So I'm actually not sure if you would like it. So I'm not sure if I would recommend it to you, but I just really liked it a lot. And so if we're talking about life-changing movie experiences, I had one this last week also. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, dude.
Apart from movies, how was your week?
My week was all right. I'm trying to get more productive because I do programming now, computer programming. And actually I wanted to ask you, like, how do you stay productive? Because normally when I make music or when I make vlogs, I don't have to force myself to work. I kind of want to work. I kind of have to make myself stop more, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to motivate myself to make music or to do video stuff. But for this, I have to actually be like, no, like, we're not going to do fun stuff today. We're going to do programming, right? And so I've been getting a little bit better by compartmentalizing it. Like, one of the things I do now is like, I do it the first thing when I wake up. So this morning when I woke up, the first thing I did was computer programming. And I set like a set of amount of hours. Like, I'm like, okay, today I do 2 hours. And then after that, I'm not allowed to do any more. And then that kind of helps me like stay motivated because then I know after those 2 hours, I'm free for the day, right?
Yeah.
But it's still hard to motivate myself. So I was wondering if you have any tips or things that you do to stay motivated and to keep productive.
I think you already got it. That's pretty much all you can do. Like, the fact that you limit the time that you're supposed to do it, so that you know that there's a target to hit. Once that's done, you can go on and do whatever else you want to do. I don't know. Like, one thing that I found out that actually works with me when I don't want to work is just force myself to just sit in front of the computer. As long as I sit in front of the computer and I just open the page, even if it's a white page. I think I already talked about it.
I think we had this conversation a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, sorry. As long as I force myself to sit in front of the screen, I'm gonna start working anyway. Because like there's
there's nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. I'm gonna have to do it, right? Sometimes I still find a way to avoid it. Yeah. But it's very, very like rarely that happens.
You don't fuck off and play Magic the Gathering all day sometimes?
The good thing about this game is that really I cannot do it all day. Just it's stressing. It gets stressing after a while,
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, well, first of all, I don't have that many decks to just have fun with. Plus, they did a very well job to limit whatever you can get by playing every day.
Oh, because you have daily quests or something, right?
Yeah, you have daily targets and stuff like that. So once you get those, even if you play 10 hours straight, there's nothing you are achieving.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of a waste of time. So I feel like this game really it's not really addictive to me. So
That's good.
I'm really just playing like a few hours just to do maybe less than a few hours.
Yeah.
1 hour maybe maximum a day. So that's it. I don't know, like right now, like I enjoy working.
Yeah.
The only real problem, which is connected to what my week was, is just like sometimes I physically just can't work. And this week was the worst because I just couldn't physically
In
work.
what way?
My back back hurts that much.
You got back problems?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I'm gonna have to fucking go to a specialist or something because things are getting worse, you know.
Really?
Yeah. So this week was like the worst week of my life.
Sitting
maybe.
up straight now.
Almost.
Really?
No, maybe I had a worse
No, the
week.
worst week of your life. I remember the worst week of your life.
Which one was it?
No, I don't remember.
Fuck.
I thought if I mentioned it, something would pop up, but nothing popped up.
No, it wasn't the worst. One of the worst, probably. Maybe it's the second worst this year. You know, physically.
Yeah.
Because, well, first I got like fever, stuff like that. Because like, I think Belly got it before me.
Oh, I
The week
remember you
before-
mentioned. Yeah.
Remember I told you Belly she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
She had fever for a few days.
Yeah.
But then she got a little bit of cough.
Mm.
And
Oh, like you do right now.
like I do right now, right?
Oh my God. Am I supposed to? Should I sit more back? I don't know.
As long as you don't kiss me, I think you're fine.
Aw, but I want to.
But but yeah, so she was feeling bad. She did PCR test. She had nothing, no coronavirus.
So you're saying you and Belly kissed? That's crazy.
Yeah, I just said yeah, whatever. I kissed you anyway, right? Fuck, why did I do it? But yeah, as soon as she got better, I started getting sick. Perfect.
Oh no.
I mean, I think so well. Anyway, so first I got fever. So I was like, I had to stay in bed for like a couple of days. And the third day I was already feeling better. But since basically I had deadlines that I needed to finish.
Yeah.
I had to work despite being sick. So I had to force myself sitting on a fucking desk and finish I had to do like 9 pages that I had to finish. I want to just get rid of those because otherwise things will just get worse and worse. And I think that actually made it worse because I didn't recover properly. Plus, like my back started hurting.
Yeah.
And might be just a coincidence. Might be, I don't know why. Maybe whatever. I don't know. I really don't know why my back is getting this worse this quick. Because it used to happen every like 3-4 months. I used to get back hurt for like a 3-4 days, and then the 5th day it would be gone. And usually I wouldn't even need like medicines and anything. I would just use maybe some hot water on my back when I'm sleeping, just to help myself sleep. Or puts like some adhesive pads that they sell in drugstores. Yeah, to help you with that. Used to be enough, you know. And then from last year, it started not being enough anymore. So I found a drug that I could take. Yeah, like a kind of a back pain reliever. So every time I would take this just to sleep, because like during the day it's hurting, but I can, you know, like manage it, right?
Fucking sucks,
man, sucks so hard. Yeah. And then only when I need to just to sleep, you know, I had to take this fucking pill. Okay. Somebody's back home.
What's up? Oh, thank you.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. Can you close the door? Okay, shit.
Yeah. What was I saying? It's getting worse and worse. And then, like now, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't last that longer. Lasts pretty much always like 4 to 5 days. But like, man, I need like this fucking drug to sleep every night.
That doesn't sound good at all. It sounds like a very bad thing, to be honest.
Exactly, right? So, but the problem is like, you know, it's not just that I have this. Like, it's like, you know, I know that in 5 days it's gone. Yeah. I can just fucking manage, right? Problem is that I know that if I go back at drawing, I'm just going to make it worse. Yeah. It's going to come back one day. Like by drawing, by having this lifestyle, this thing is getting worse and worse, and it's coming back, right?
Yeah.
So this week I just couldn't work because like I had this trauma in my head that I was like, oh man, I just don't want to sit and draw and just make my back worse because I just want to get better. But I can't just waste a whole week. I need to work, I need to do something. So that's been my week, man. Like I just I couldn't work because I couldn't mentally I couldn't work. Even those I could maybe force myself again to sit with hot water, pads and stuff like that. But I just couldn't do it. So
you need to do some physiotherapy.
I think I need to go to like
ASAP.
Some specialist. To, get checked out. And
it's probably related to the fact that you're sitting so much.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I don't know if the gym is making it worse.
Are you doing back exercises?
Also, yeah.
Like deadlifts and stuff?
Yeah, but also like I'm doing it because like I'm thinking, okay, if I make my back stronger, maybe this thing goes away, right? But at the same time, I'm not doing it with any personal trainer or stuff like that. I'm just doing it by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing it with machines just to be sure not to do any weird movement.
I went to the physiotherapy. Is that how you call it? Physiotherapy in English?
Physiotherapist, maybe?
I went to the physiotherapist last year for exactly this, actually, for my lower back. Because I just started working out, and every time I would do deadlifts, like the next couple of days, my back would just hurt so much. And so the physiotherapist just told me like, yeah, you're doing too much too fast. Like you haven't exercised your back in so long. Now you're over stimulating it. And so what he recommended to me is just to do planks every day. He's just like, yeah, just do planks every day. And yours might say the same, but your problem might be different. So I'm not sure, but yeah.
Funny thing, before all this thing came back again, I just started doing planks.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh wow, planks, I never tried that. What if I do
too much?
What if I do it every day?
Yeah,
every morning, 1 minute.
Actually, he told me to do it with my knees even, so I'm not even on my toes like normal plank. I'm on my knees, and like I don't do too much. It's just for slowly strengthening your back, right? But yeah,
I think I need to get checked out.
You need to get checked out, man. Yeah, if next week when we talk, I want like I'll have seen the movie and you'll have gone to be checked out.
Yeah, I'm going to Nagoya this week because
work,
manga, work stuff.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if I should go to the doctor the week after that, or just wait until I come back from Italy because I'm leaving to for 2 weeks in Italy. I'm leaving the end of June, so.
Maybe you can go in Italy, so then at least the doctor will speak Italian.
That would be even an idea. Yeah, that's another idea, but I don't have that much time,
Yeah, and you want to spend it with your family, of course. You don't want to spend it with the fucking physical therapist.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, like, I'm living in Japan, so I might as well find some place I can go more than once.
True.
Here, other than just go once in Italy, and then if I have a problem again, what should I do? Like call him? Or
that would be nice. I still don't have a barber. I still haven't found a barber, and I just every time I have to go get a haircut right now. But every time I have to get a haircut, it's like this whole problem because I'm like I don't know where to go. I feel like So if you find one spot, that's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
This time we're really catching up. I think it's because we haven't seen each other in more than a week. So this time we're really catching up, right? Normally we're like, Magic the Gathering, this and this, anamorphic lenses. Did you hear about this movie? And now this time it's like, we're actually like catching up. Like,
yeah, man. Like,
that's good.
Yeah, I just wish I can find a solution to this problem, man.
Yeah,
but I think like this time was worse just because I was also sick, Like it wasn't just the back.
Yeah,
I was also fucking sick. I still have some cough, but it's going away. Like it was still bad like 3-4 days ago, but now I'm fine. But it was everything together, and I just got better because I had fucking food poisoning maybe like 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Okay,
I had very fucking bad food poisoning, the worst in my life.
Oh no!
Like I had my whole stomach was like I felt like I had a stone inside it.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Did you mention it on the podcast? I think you did, right?
Probably, yeah. And I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I just went through that, and I was like, okay, thank God this is over. I can finally, I'm okay now. Then Belly gets sick. I was like, okay, but still I'm fine. And, and you know, cooking for her, stuff like that. And then I get sick again, and I'm just so tired of getting sick. Like, and I'm only fucking 29. Oh man. And I'm like, you know, man, just hoping that I get better and I stay like this until Italy. You know, I want to just enjoy this vacation. And when I come back, I'm gonna start doing stretches every morning.
Okay.
And of course, I'm going to the doctor, so I'll do whatever he says I have to do. And I guess we'll figure out what's wrong with my back, because like it's something that, you know, it's cyclical. It's not like once a year. It's every
it comes
few
back.
months.
Yeah.
So must be some issues there that I hope can be fixed. But
I'm worried a little bit, but I think it's gonna be all right if you just get physical therapy. I think you should be fine. You're still young enough.
Yeah.
So.
And I only did this work like for 1 year. You know, I only published on a weekly magazine for 1 year. It's not long. You know, like. There's people with broken backs that have been doing this job for like 30 years and something.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
No, you got to set yourself up for the long game. It's like, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So you got to like set yourself up to like be okay. I listened to a podcast with like LeBron James once, like LeBron James and his personal trainer. And they're talking, because like he's like the oldest guy in the, like the oldest guy still like doing basketball on such a high level, right? And they talked a lot about how he like avoids injury, and he takes so much of his process is like, besides training, so much of his process is just avoiding injury. You know what I mean? Like ice packs after every training, sleeping a lot, taking a lot of naps, like massages. He does so many things like just to make sure that his body is going to be okay to keep going, right? And that's his whole secret. That's why he's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And so as a mangaka, you got to do the exact same. You got to make sure your hand is okay, your arm, your little like carpal tunnel is fine, and you got to make sure your back is fine, right?
Yeah, man, I know.
And of course, your mind has got to be in the right place as well, because otherwise you can't make good stories.
Of course.
So yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much, that was my week, man.
Sucks, man. No fun.
So much. No fun at all. Couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't walk, couldn't work, couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything, man. It was the worst.
The title of this podcast is going to be Pepe is sad.
Pepe is sad
about his week. Pepe is sad about his week.
But you said you're going somewhere from tomorrow or something like that?
Oh yeah, so me and my buddy Rick are doing code camp tomorrow, and so like, because like he has been thrown into a situation where he has to do a lot more programming than he did before. He's a programmer, but he's also like a team leader. But lately he's been having to program more, and so he has to get back into the flow of programming every day. And then he's also my sensei when it comes to programming. Like he like gives me exercises, he helps me out. And so because we both have to get into the flow of programming, we decided to do code camp. So we're gonna just go into this apartment, and we're just gonna like be there for like 3 or 4 days, and we're just gonna do programming each day, every day, the whole day. And we're just both gonna be there programming. He's gonna be programming his stuff. I'm gonna be programming my stuff. He's gonna teach me a little bit. I'm gonna be asking him questions, that kind of thing.
All right.
And so we're just going to do code camp for 3 days.
What are you going to do? In Tokyo?
Yeah, in Tokyo somewhere. Yeah. So, yeah. It's like his girlfriend's apartment, and she's gone for a month. And so we can use the apartment for our code camp. I'm going to be out there with my sleeping bag, you know, like that kind of thing. Take my laptop, take a sleeping bag, and that's it. So, yeah. Just going to be programming for 3 days. Trying to, like, I watched a video from Kurzgesagt, or whatever the fuck I don't even know. But like German. Kurzgesagt. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. But it's like when you do something new, you have to make new pathways in your brain, like new neural pathways to do it, right? And so the first time you do something, it's always going to be hard. And it's going to stay hard for a while. It's going to feel like shit. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, and also the more fun it becomes. So you can technically make any activity that you didn't find fun, you can make it fun just by doing it a bunch and learning how, like, getting good at it, right?
Oh, it's the new video, the one like change your life. Or
Yeah,
something.
that one. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the only
yeah.
one I didn't want to click. I was like, what's this stuff? I don't
No,
care.
I'm the opposite. It's the one before that I didn't want to click. Like the killing bacteria, the bacteria that's gonna murder you.
There
I was
one
like, I don't
that.
care about this fucking killer bacteria. No, thank you. But then like change your life, like get more optimal life. I'm like, yes, fuck yeah.
Oh, I see.
So we have the opposite reaction.
Nice.
Like they even have like a what if we nuke the moon video, right?
Yeah.
I don't care, dude. If we nuke the moon, that's such an unlikely scenario. Why would I want to know about this? So yeah.
But I have to say, Vsauce was so much better.
I mean, I never watched Vsauce, so I don't know.
Oh, you never watched Vsauce?
I never got into Vsauce. I only watched one called a very recent one called like the Narrow Slice or Our Narrow Slice or something. It's just about life.
Is it with Michael, like the bold?
It's Michael, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is there a Vsauce without Michael?
I think there's like a bunch of them.
Hey,
now, yeah.
Vsauce. Michael here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, it's so weird. I love it, man. It's like-
I remember you telling me about this when we like first started hanging out. Like you were always like Vsauce. Yeah, watch Vsauce.
Was
Vsauce
so
and How
into
to
it.
Basic. Those were like your main.
How
two
to
things.
Basic. Oh man, wow, that's a long time ago
Yeah.
with the eggs.
You used to love that.
Yeah, I was into that stuff.
Yeah, man. That was around the time YouTube. That was when I was very into Video Game Donkey. Video Game Donkey was my favorite
Still
YouTuber.
still good. Did you watch the new one?
No, I don't really watch him anymore because I like the reviews, but a lot of his videos are just like so like up his own ass. Like he's like, watch out, guys! Tomorrow I'm doing the best YouTube video ever. He just makes a whole video about how it's this whole random video. Tomorrow's gonna be the best YouTube video, and then some Donkey Kong 4-second video, and I'm like, yeah.
I see.
He did a good review on Elden Ring though, but yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, I can't play Elden Ring right now, so I don't.
You can play? Why?
My computer is not good enough to play Elden Ring.
Really?
Which probably is a good thing because like my buddy Katsu hit me up and he was like, yo man, I've been playing Overwatch a lot lately, and Overwatch is a game that I used to play, right?
Yeah.
And be quite addicted to. I would use it to like, escape work, right? Escape life, really. And so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll install it, I'll play a game with you. And like, man, I played 2 games right back where I started, just like an alcoholic. I haven't played it since then. I only played those 2 games because it's too dangerous. But like, I felt just like an alcoholic. Like alcoholics can be like, yeah, I didn't drink for like 18 years. And then by accident, I drank like a whiskey soda because I thought it was like not a real drink. And then I was right back where I started. Now I'm like fucking like drinking every day.
Damn, man.
It was just like that. I was like, oh, wow, this is great. I should do this every day. Maybe I should play like a little bit more games. What time is it right now? 12? I can probably do like 2 more hours before I have to go to bed. You know what I mean? Immediately my brain was like that. I was like, no way. Nope.
I don't remember when's the last time I got addicted to a video game that much. Like, to a video game that, that doesn't end, that
Yeah.
you can actually get addicted forever if you're not careful.
It doesn't end. There's no end. Yeah.
I think it was maybe only World of Warcraft.
When
When
you used to play that?
I played it for a few months when I was in high school because everybody was playing it in my school.
I never tried.
You never tried?
No.
Yeah, that's one of those games. Famously, you can get sucked into it.
It's just online games, I think, especially online competitive games, which I guess in your case with Magic the Gathering is not as bad because of the daily quests. But with Overwatch, it's just like you want to rank up, right? You get a little bit better, so you go from bronze to silver, and then you want to get to gold, and then you're like, yeah, and then like you make friends in the game, and like it's kind of become a social life, and now like you see these guys all the time playing this game, and you're like, wow, they're online every day. I should be online every day, and then you keep going, right? And so that's a video game that's forever, but like in a bad way.
Yeah. What do you get with the ranks? Like, you get like
nothing. You just get to tell people.
Oh.
Like, like I talked to my buddy Katsu. I was like, yo, like last year I made it to platinum. He was like, really? I was like, yeah. I felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Like first time platinum Overwatch. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Because like there's that in Magic too. Like they have ranks, right? But the thing is like the rank ranks, they get reset every perfect. You're a good dog.
I can't drink without spilling on myself.
They get reset every like month.
Yeah.
Monthly they get reset, right?
Yeah.
And basically, depending on whatever it's your rank, you get some prizes. You get packs, gold, and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
And the prizes that you get from gold to the top rank, which is mythic, it's basically almost the same. It only maybe changes one pack or something like that.
Yeah, you don't get that much
so
extra. There's not that much.
Yeah.
It's a bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
It's just being able to say like, yo, I was this rank that season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Then the fact is like that I just have nobody to talk about it, you know, like I have no friends and nobody to talk about Magic. So even if I get to Mythic, which I actually probably almost did it, even if I do it, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah, okay.
Gives a shit, you know?
No, like in Overwatch, for me, like I had so many people because like you're in the voice chat with the whole team as soon as the game starts, right? And so you're talking to people every match. And so of course you make friends, right? And so I would have friends that would text me every day like, yo, are you playing Overwatch today? Because we're playing Overwatch today and we're going to play for like 5 hours, right? And you're like, damn, I don't want to miss out because they're going to like have fun. And so you play, right?
Yeah, I remember. Like I kind of maybe I remember what's the feeling because like when I used to play World of Warcraft, the only fun was that you were actually playing with your friends, right? Because if you're playing alone, it's not fun.
No, the of course, yeah, no. I had my one friend. Shout out to Rock. I had my one friend that was there every day.
Shout out to Rock.
His name's Rock. Shout out Rock. Where he was there every day, and he was like this super chill guy that lived in fucking Germany, and we just talked about stuff, and like we would play matches, but we would also laugh, and we would invite his friends. I would invite my friends, and just be this whole thing, right?
What was your name on Overwatch?
Kimchi Boy 3.
Boy, of course.
Kimchi Boy 3.
Man.
That's my gamer tag. Kimchi Boy 3.
Let's see if you can guess what my name was back in high school. On World of Warcraft.
Oh my god. Pulp Fiction Fan 5.
No, I haven't even heard about Pulp Fiction when I was in high school.
Oh man.
It's way before, man.
It's probably some manga thing.
Exactly.
Definitely like I don't know, like Simp for Asuka 5 or something.
So what?
Asuka from Evangelion.
Oh no, I didn't watch Evangelion yet.
Oh, you didn't watch Evangelion?
No.
You're a weirdo.
But my name was Seishi.
Seishi, what's that?
You know,
yeah, we did. We talked about Evangelion. You want to show your tat?
You want to show your tat?
That's what you gotta show. You gotta show that. That's the tattoo that I gave Ocean. This is Ocean, my roommate and close friend. Hi. Cool.
All right, step back out.
Yeah. See you later.
I want to feature you on the release.
Yep. Talk to you. But
yeah, Seishi, because so not many know this, but Kishimoto, Masashi Kishimoto, which is the author of Naruto, had a brother. I mean, he still has a brother, I think. He's not dead.
Was.
It's called Seishi Kishimoto. And he was also a manga artist. Also pretty successful, not as much as his brother.
Yeah.
And he used to publish manga too. Then were also published in Italy. And I don't know why. Maybe I just wanted to be, you know, the guy that knows more than everybody else. You know, I want to be the geeky guy, the alternative guy, even in the manga community.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I know the brother. I read this manga too, right? So my name on Warcraft was his name, the name of Masashi Kishimoto's brother, Seishi.
Cool.
Yeah. And so yeah, let me tell you this story. You don't know this story about my Warcraft time.
Oh wow, okay. I have a counter story too, but yeah, you tell your story first. I want to hear.
Yeah. So
World of Warcraft, Pepe.
Yeah, we used to play on like non-official servers because otherwise you have to pay, right?
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
Overwatch is the same too, maybe, no?
No, we
it's
just
free?
play. It's not. You have to pay, but you only have to pay like $15 one time.
Ah, okay.
And then
for Warcraft, you need to pay like every month.
Yeah, right. Like $14 a month or something.
Yeah.
Crazy
to play on the
actually.
official server, right?
Yeah.
Of course, we had no money, so
right.
And there's all the free servers. and I just went to wherever my friends were playing it.
Yeah.
Man, it was so much fun at the beginning. I remember like the main thing for me, the main motivation at the beginning was just to get to level 40, because once you get to level 40, maximum is like 80. Once you get level 40, you can get a mount.
Oh yeah, you can ride on something.
You can
right?
ride stuff.
Yeah,
right? That was the thing. I wanna ride stuff. I wanna ride stuff. So I got to 40. I could get my mount.
Nice.
And it was fun. Just I don't know what else we do. Just hang around, trying to gather stuff, items, equipments.
Yeah.
Remember, I did only one raid one time with my friends, and I just got lucky. Because I wasn't powerful at all. So
yeah.
You just get behind and then hope that whatever they drop, you can get something. I remember I got this big armor piece just for my up. So if you see my character, I was like an undead elf, I think.
Okay.
So I was like short pants.
Yeah.
I was a half naked and half like buffed fighting with the one item that I got the raid. Man, I got so into this fucking game whenever
Really? Because you only played for a few months or shit, right?
Only for a few months, but every day after school was just playing all day. And we only had one computer connected to the internet in my parents' restaurant, and it was the restaurant's computer, the hotel computer that they use for reservations, emails, stuff like that, right?
So you have to let guests use it, right?
Yeah, so I was always using that computer, and was right behind the the receptions where you have to answer the phone and stuff like that. So yeah,
that's where you were playing. That's funny.
Playing like that right there, like answering the phone. Yeah. It's the restaurant. What's you gonna do for you? Taking reservation and stuff like that. Like
funny.
Getting pissed off every time the phone rang because I was playing. Fucking phone every time. Yeah, I remember I hated it after a while because I was so addicted. I couldn't stop until, luckily, and that's ended my addiction to video games forever. One time, since these servers were
Let me
free,
guess. Someone in the game said that they were a girl.
No, nothing as good as that.
Too bad. That would have been funny.
Yeah, right.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, the servers, since they were free, they had many issues. Sometimes they wouldn't boot up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember it was for a week, the server that we used to play at, shut down for a week, for a whole week. And so I think if you wanted to play in other servers, I think you had to start from zero or something like that, because your character was had all this advancement in that particular server.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't play, right? And my friends too, they weren't playing that. Some of them had other characters playing in other servers, so they just switched to those one. And I took the chance.
Lost.
No. I could have just waited a week and just play, right?
Okay.
But I took my chance, man. That week, that I couldn't play.
Yeah.
The next day, after the servers didn't boot up, I just took the DVDs because I had to use the DVD to play because I had no fucking memory on the computer. So I had to play with one DVD in the computer the whole time.
Yeah.
I just broke the DVDs, man. I just took them and I smashed them.
You broke them? Why?
Because without the DVD, you cannot play.
So you were just because you were getting too addicted.
Yeah,
and you wanted to stop.
I wanted to stop. I just took the DVDs and I smashed them into pieces and I threw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
And that was it. That ended my World of Warcraft experiences.
Smart. Yeah. I one time closed my my Blizzard account, my Battle.net account. So my Blizzard account, I was getting too addicted to Overwatch, and I was like, I'm gonna close my account. So I changed my password into something I would never remember, and then I changed my email too, right? And so I couldn't get back into my account. I bought all the stuff, all the money I paid for skins, for StarCraft was gone.
Oh man!
And then you know what I did 2 months later? I bought Overwatch.
What?
I bought it on a new email.
You bought what?
I bought the game again on the new email.
Man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. But then like
Shit.
that was like the start of the end. Like it only took like a couple of weeks after that for me to actually finally quit. And now I still have that account. So like, you know, somebody hits me up, I can play. But I already saw the alcoholic thing. I don't. But even like, yeah, no, like, no. Yeah, it's an addiction for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
But now I want to talk about. So Overwatch is a game that has no end. And it's bad, right? Like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Apex Legends, I don't know, games, right? But now I want to talk about the game in my life that has no end in a good way. It's the love of my life. It's Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I've maybe talked to you about this before, but it's my favorite game of all time. And it's a single player game with like, it's just like, have you played Skyrim or something like this?
I own Oblivion for PS3.
Really? You have it? Oh, so you've played it before.
I'll tell you after my
Okay,
experience.
sure. Anyway, it's a game that has, it's just your character. It's a single player. It's like Zelda. Like there's an end. You know what I mean? That like, you know, but you have a lot of freedom, but there's an end. But for some reason, this game never stops for me. And every time I keep in like finding new stuff. Like yesterday, I was scrolling YouTube. I was done with my work, and I went on YouTube and I see this guy like he has this guide like Oblivion, how to grind all your skills up the fastest. And I'm like, this is interesting. And he's like, oh, for this one, you need to do a warp loading. And I'm like, what the hell is warp loading? And then I look up warp loading. It turns out you can teleport your character if you do like a specific saving trick. You can teleport your character. I never knew about this. And then I go find this guy, and he's like, now there's like, I found like a whole group of people that are trying to do the world record 100% playthrough of speed run of Oblivion, which is like 100%. You have to do every single quest in the game. You have to get every item in the game. You have to max all your skills. And they've done the world record now in 23 hours.
Wow.
And so these guys will come together, and one person will play, and when he gets tired, the next person will come in and switch with him and sit down.
Oh my God.
And in shifts, they will get the world record of 100%ing this game. It's a huge game. I've never 100% of this game. I've never even I've only completed the main quest once in my life, right? And
damn, that's crazy.
Most of the stuff in the game I haven't done actually. And these guys do 100% of this game in 23 hours, and they take shifts, and it was just like this crazy find. And now I'm like looking, like every time I have like lunch now, I like watch them play. Like I see what they're doing.
Damn.
And this like I can boot up Oblivion right now and I can spend 8 hours, just like I can spend 8 hours on Overwatch. But in Oblivion, like after like 3 or 4 days of like playing Oblivion, not talking 8 hours, I'm talking like 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day. I get tired of it, right? And I'm like, I don't want to play Oblivion anymore for like the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So that's a game that never ends in a good way.
In a good way.
So those exist also. So yeah.
I want to know my Oblivion experience.
Tell me your Oblivion experience. Yeah.
So it was high school again.
Okay.
And I think it just came out.
Yeah. It came out for me in high school too.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the new game for PS3. Like,
yeah, Xbox
everybody
360. Yeah. I only bought Oblivion because they didn't have Tony Hawk Pro Skater in the store.
really?
That's the only reason I bought Oblivion, and it changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I only bought it because like at school everybody was saying, yo, this game, this game, that, like the graphics, like you can see I remember this everybody saying you can see the grass, the little pieces of grass.
Yeah. And also the selling point was you can kill anybody. You can kill even the friendly NPCs, right? And that was unheard of at the time. Like even the NPCs have their own like little thing that they do. They talk to friends. They have friends. Like that was crazy. Immersive. Sorry, continue. I'm very hype about Oblivion still.
I know, right?
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah. Anyway, so they convinced me because like you can see the grass,
Wow.
every little piece of grass,
yeah.
HD. You can fucking see everything. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I had a PS3, which I almost never played at. Bought Oblivion, put Oblivion in the PS3.
Yeah.
I boot up the game, make my character or whatever, you have to make it, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just to customize your face. I go out
I think I know what's about to happen.
and I go, oh wow, the graphics crazy, the grass, ooh, every piece of grass.
Yeah.
That, to be honest, I wasn't actually believing. I was just saying because everybody is saying it. I was like, that's the grass. Look at the grass. Like maybe my brother was next to me, probably, and I was saying to my brother, yo, look at the grass. This is the game, the grass.
Oh my God.
Bro, I go into a dungeon, random dungeon, inside somewhere. It was like a fucking castle or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I get jump scared by a fucking mice or something, a rat. And what the fuck is that? I try to kill the rat. I go, fuck this game.
What?
And I never played it again.
Because the jump scare of the rat
Because the fucking rat
scared you?
me, man. You shouldn't scare me like that, man. I hate that. I hated it.
Oh no.
Man, I mean, that's one thing, but I just don't like the gothic style of video game. Like,
Oh,
gothic
you
can be-
mentioned. Yeah, you mentioned.
like even Dark Souls. all this.
Yeah.
I just don't like the medieval gothic fucking
That's fine.
atmospheres.
I get that.
So I didn't like that from the beginning.
Hmm.
But this game was everybody's talking about this game. The
Yeah.
grass, this fucking grass. Yeah, sure, let's do it. And then fucking makes me nervous. Like I don't know. I didn't enjoy it.
I get that.
I was the kind of guy that liked Ratchet and Clank, like Jack and Dexter, like cute, fucking good, artsy kind of
Sure.
platform kind of style.
That's your stuff.
That's
So it just wasn't completely for you.
Nah, it wasn't for me,
Hmm.
And then I still have the game, man, and nobody finished. It's my
Your
house.
PlayStation 3 Oblivion, you still have it?
PS3 Oblivion, man.
Well, you have it here in Japan?
No, it's in Italy, of course.
Too bad. I was like, I'll take it. Well, yeah.
You can finally finish that game.
I have a PlayStation 4 here, right? So I can play it on there.
Oh, really? It
Yeah,
works?
yeah. But yeah, no, like, I mean, I get it. If you already didn't like that style, I love that style. So like for me, it was like perfect to get into, right? And so yeah, I've played this game a lot, like a lot. This is the game I've played the most in my life. I've played it since I was 16 years old, and it's
Wow.
so I've literally played this game for half of my life.
Damn.
Half of my life I've been playing this game, and I'm still playing it now. I'm actually gonna play it today, literally. After we do this, I'm gonna be like, "Yep, Oblivion."
It's probably the thing that, for me, it's maybe Pokemon games.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I played that long, that many times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, other than that, maybe I'm just not really like a big gamer,
I don't think I am either, to be honest. I don't play any other games. I hate new games. I actually hate playing new games. Whenever a new game comes out, I'm like, I don't care. Get away from me.
What's the latest game you play? Like newest game you
Like
play?
I played Elden Ring a little bit, and I got into that, but that was very rare for me. I hated all the Dark Souls games.
Oh, really?
And
You
then-
didn't like them?
Yeah, I hated them. I also don't. It's too dark and sad. Like when you say I don't like the gothic thing, I don't like the dark stuff, like the dark sad. That's why I don't like Skyrim. Like Skyrim to me sucks.
You don't like Skyrim? I remember you love Skyrim.
Skyrim is cool, and like in moments I'll like it. Like I remember telling you about the dagger story.
Yeah.
That was fun. Like Skyrim can be fun, but in the end, it's just a sad, more dumbed down version of Oblivion. That's not nearly as good as Oblivion. Like
Which is the sequel, right? It's kind of
Skyrim is the sequel,
right.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as good as Oblivion. Oblivion is just like years ahead of Skyrim, in
Really?
the gameplay wise. Yeah, and so Skyrim is just. Whenever I play Skyrim now, I'm just like, oh, it could have been such a good game, but it's not. You
Are
know
they
what I mean?
making like a new one?
They're making a new one, but I have no trust because Skyrim was bad. How good is this game going to be, right? Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? But I don't think. I have no hopes for this.
Apart from Elden Ring, what did you play?
I don't
Because
play.
you have a Switch, right?
No, I don't. I don't have a Switch.
You had a Switch in home.
I had a Switch for a while, but I gave it to my friend. My friend paid for it because he wanted a Japanese Switch, and he knew I was going to come to the Netherlands at some point. So that's why
I see.
he bought a Switch, and then I used it for a while to play Zelda. But I don't really play games. Me and the same buddy that played Overwatch, we play StarCraft a little bit. We've only played it for like 1 hour so far. But I don't play... Oh, I play Super Smash Brothers with one friend. I have one friend, and we play Super. Oh, it's actually fun. I have one friend here in Tokyo. It's the Ocean's old roommate, and once a month we will play Smash Brothers, and we both play one character. He plays this character, I play that character, and we just play against each other for like 4 hours, and we're both equally as good. We're both just as good as each other, and so in order to keep winning, we have to evolve our playstyle because the characters never change, the map never changes, nothing ever changes except for the way we play, right? And so every time we meet, we'll start playing one way, and I'll have to like, he will keep trying this, and I'll have to change to do something against that, and then he changes against me, and I change against him. So actually, like, even though it sounds very boring, it's actually so much fun because we have to keep changing and evolving just to keep trying to win, and we're both equally as good, and so it just keeps
Nice.
Yo, it's so fun actually. So once a month I do that. I play Oblivion once a month too.
Do you remember when you brought me to the place in Nakano to play Smash Brothers?
No.
What? You don't remember?
No. Did I bring you there at the Red Bull thing?
Yeah.
I only went there like 2 times or
You don't
3
remember?
times. No.
Oh man, come on. We went to a comedy club after.
I remember the comedy club. That was the worst experience of my life and the best one. But that was maybe the worst experience of my life. Yeah. Oh my god.
You don't remember we went to the
I don't remember that
Red
we went
Bull thing?
I don't remember that we went to the Red Bull thing. I only remember the comedy
The
club.
hell?
Yeah.
How can I make you remember? I had a backpack, and then
wow.
You had
What?
You got like the little tag. There was a Splatoon drawing on it, and then you have to put your name on it, and then you put Kimchi Boy on the fucking tag. And I don't remember what I put, but I had one too.
So was this when you just had bought Smash Brothers
I
for
think
the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember because you just bought Smash Brothers and you were like, this game is amazing. And then like 2 weeks later, you were like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I had enough.
That's
Very quick.
fine.
But nothing happened there, right? Like
I don't think anything special happened, but I think we just both played a little bit and we both lost because all these Japanese kids were way too good.
Yeah.
And then that was it. You played Pikachu, I think.
I played Pikachu.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
What? That was your character, no?
What? No. Like,
You didn't?
like, you're so convinced. It's so funny. Like,
I thought that was your character.
Out of nothing. I don't even have a character, man. Like,
I thought you played Pikachu. That was your guy. No?
No.
Am I wrong?
No.
In the sumo outfit. In the wrestling outfit.
What the fuck is this, man?
No?
You're just making all this up.
Why do I remember this?
I mean, I think if there's
You gotta
one
be a
that
bit
I
closer.
Sorry. If there's like one that I like, which one was it? The Donkey Kong enemy one?
Donkey Kong? Enemy one?
The crocodile kind of looking guy.
Oh, yeah. King K. Rool?
Maybe I like that one.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know. Which one was yours? You
Villager.
Villager.
I play the Villager. It's the only character I'll ever play in Smash. He's my one true love. I'm monogamous to Villager, yeah. Like, it's the only character, man. He plants trees. You can throw bowling balls on people from a high platform. It's the best. Yeah.
There was a few months, right? I think I got into Smash Bros. For a few months.
Yeah.
It was 2018.
Should I tell the comedy club story?
Oh man, the comedy club story, man.
So
That was so sad.
it was the worst experience of my life. Okay, so
Why did we went there? Like,
I knew a guy. I'm not gonna mention him by name. I like him. He's a great guy.
Who's this guy?
Just know a guy. Just leave it at that. You don't know this guy. I know this guy.
Is the one of the guys that performed?
Not gonna confirm or deny.
Holy shit.
Anyway, I knew a guy. He was into comedy. One time he was like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna be playing a show in Nakano."
He just said
You
that he's
should-
gonna play.
Oh shit! I did. Oh no. Anyway, no. I just want to emphasize that this
Yeah.
guy wasn't bad. He wasn't one of the bad ones. He was one of the okayer ones, right?
I can't remember who.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
It's alright.
So he invites us to go to this comedy show in Nakano, and my God, I have PTSD.
Man.
I have PTSD.
So
Okay,
cringy.
so he invites us to this show, and it's like an open mic night. Like you can anybody that wants to perform, do a bit of their stand up routine. They can do their stand up right at this place. And you, me, and Sam arrive. Our friend Sam. Shout out Sam. Sam Gladiator.
Sam was there too.
Sam Gladiator. Yeah, he went too. Yeah.
True.
And then so the three of us were there. And the first person goes on. I don't even remember who was first. I just remember that it was.
I remember it was a Japanese guy, old guy, and one of the maybe owner of the place.
Oh, okay.
And he was making these super not funny jokes about Japanese words that sounds like English words, stuff like that.
It's hard to emphasize just how awkward this entire experience was, because every single person that performed was worse than the last.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run down a few of them. This is not the funniest way to tell the story because I'm just hurt. I just have nothing but like awkward memories from this. And in a strange way, it was also the best time of my life because it was like such a strong thing. Like one guy showed up and his girlfriend was pregnant, and he was like, yeah, my girlfriend's pregnant with our baby right now. She's here, haha. I wish she was cuter though. And she did not like that at all.
Oh, man.
And she just looked at him. He just became red, and it was silent. It was dead silent in the fucking room.
Oh, man.
And he was like,
Oh, man.
It sucked so much. And then the Indian guy. Do you remember the Indian guy?
I remember the Indian guy.
He was possibly the worst. He was talking shit about Indians. He was saying how fucking shitty Indians were.
Yeah.
And nobody really liked it like that. And like at one point he
choked, man.
At one point he made a joke about how much Indian people sucked. And someone in the crowd was like, yeah, that's kind of disrespectful. Even though he's Indian, right? And so imagine like he's doing this fucking show and behind him is like the wall. It's like a little window behind him, right?
Yeah, a window, yeah.
And he doesn't know how to do this anymore, and so he slowly turns.
Yeah, it was like turning like this.
His feet are still facing us. His microphone is still in his hand, and he just turns his upper body and he looks out of the window.
Yeah.
And he just keeps looking out of the window for about a minute.
Yeah.
Which feels much longer in that moment. And then he's just like, I'm gonna go, and then he leaves. Oh my God.
I remember like the first time in my life, it was hard to like look at these people in the eyes.
Oh my God, it was.
Because like you couldn't look at them in the eyes because there was like very few people in the room.
Yeah.
And if you just keep looking them in the eye as they're saying the joke, and then the joke ends and it's not funny at all, you kind of feel bad because like, oh man, I'm supposed to laugh and he's looking at me in the eyes. And so the whole time I was trying to understand where should I look.
Oh man. Do you remember the girl?
The girl, man.
Oh my God. It's so hard to emphasize how every act got worse than the last act. And the first one already started poorly. And so it was just, oh my God. There was this girl and she was like, yeah, like I have a Japanese boyfriend. And like, yeah, when he eats my pussy, he like goes like
when he eats
and
ramen.
so when he eats ramen, I get wet.
Yeah, something like that.
And that was like her funniest joke. And then she was like, yeah, like he's into anal, and so for the first time when we dated, it was hard for me to sit down, and I would have like problems pooping because like my underwear would get like dirty, and I was like, just like what? And then like because nobody thought it was funny, and everybody's just kind of weirded out by this whole thing.
Oh man.
She was like, yeah. And so sometimes I do drugs. Who here does drugs?
What's the worst drug you've done? There's something
Yeah,
like that,
no,
right?
yeah. She's like, who here does drugs? And like one guy was like, yeah, I do drugs. And she's like, cool. What kind of drug do you do? And he's like, meth. And she's like, and
Man,
even she was awkward. That was so awkward. And the whole thing was silent. And she was like, yeah, been there, done that. And then she just keeps going. Oh
Man,
my God.
That was like
and then
was so
the guy
bad.
and then there was the guy that's probably dead now. I don't know if you remember him.
Oh yeah, that guy, man.
There
Poor
was one guy, and I just don't want to identify him in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not gonna tell anything about his act or what he looked like. Just know that there was one guy, and he went on stage, and he first made some very racist jokes about a guy that was there. It's just not good, very bad. And then he was like, "This morning when I was waiting for the train, I was thinking about jumping in front of it."
Yeah.
And he was being serious.
Yeah, he was serious.
He was
man.
dead serious. He was dead serious. And it wasn't a joke. He was being serious.
Damn, man.
And then he's like, I think at one point he was like, "I don't know if I'll be there for this one next week," because I think they do one every week or every month or something. He's like, "I'm not sure if I'll be here for the next one." And that was his act. That was his act.
Man. Where did we end up, man?
Oh, and I remember I looked at Sam and we were both like, and he was like, "Should we do one?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Should we go up? Because this seems pretty easy."
Yeah, in a way, it made you feel like it was easy because, like,
Oh, man.
I mean, everything was so not funny. Like,
Oh, my God. I kind of want to go back. Should we try to find it and go back?
I mean, sure,
I'll go.
why not?
I'll go.
If it still exists.
I would like to. I would like to
Oh,
have this
man.
experience again. Oh, even when I think back about it, it's crazy how you can think back about a moment in your life that didn't even involve you because we were just passive. We partook passively, right? We were just in the crowd.
Are you still friends with your friend that invited you there?
I don't. He went to a different country to pursue his art. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I kind of now remember the person. I remember maybe the joke. There was one joke about
you can do
Smash
it.
Brothers, maybe.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Or maybe Donkey Kong or something like that. There was a joke about Donkey Kong.
But yeah, no, like
Well,
it's
whatever.
crazy that we were here and we weren't even the person. We were like, it's crazy how you can get replacement shame, right? I don't know what the name for it is in English, but in Dutch we call it replacement shame. Like you feel the awkwardness of someone else.
Oh, yeah.
And so when someone in front of you does something awkward, you feel the awkwardness, right? And it's crazy how strong that can be because I have PTSD from that night. And I didn't even perform. I wasn't even the person who went through the awkward thing. I was just there to take it in, right?
Because in a way, like you kind of made it awkward too, because you're part of the thing that made it awkward for them.
Yeah,
the fact
true.
That nobody
the
was
fact
laughing.
that we weren't laughing, the fact
Yeah.
that we were like, just like wide-eyed, like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah,
Of course, we were part of the awkwardness. Yeah,
that's why I feel it's
but
so
we
bad.
weren't the ones that like took the L, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So that's
Damn.
crazy. So with that, I'd like to announce that I have started a stand-up comedy thing. That's a thing that I do now in my life, and so you can see me every week in Nakano. I'll be making jokes.
All right, like, can you hear a little bit from your next?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
I'll do one that's totally not stolen.
Let's go.
Are you Korean?
What?
Because you look like a North Korean. This is a real joke that somebody said that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is a real joke that somebody did that night.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was his joke. That was his joke. And then one of them, the other one was like, like, I don't understand why we let Chinese people in the front of our bus. They should be riding in the back of the bus. Do you remember that one too?
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
was like, yeah, Chinese people are terrible. Like, they're invading Japan and they need to be like...
Because he was talking about like a Hawaii or something.
Yeah, and he was like, about Chinese people, like, we should put Chinese people in a cage.
Yeah.
Because they're barbaric and they don't know, like, how to behave.
It's crazy. Like,
Oh, man.
why were there so many racist people there?
I don't know.
Do they need just go on stage and say?
I think oftentimes when someone's very nervous to speak in front of others, they tend to say something very hurtful. I think I've done it in the past a little bit too. When I was like very nervous to do something, I would say not very hurtful, but something that's supposed to be an edgy joke, but because you're feeling awkward, it lands completely wrong, right? And so I think it's actually a thing that people tend to do when they're very, very nervous, that they say something that's supposed to be very edgy, but then just lands completely wrong. And yeah, so I think that's just part of the awkwardness. Because there was so much racism, and even the Indian guy, he was racist, but towards Indian people.
Yeah.
And he kind of meant it, it felt like, which is the worst part.
Damn, yeah.
So, yeah. And so this has been Catching Up with Pep and Ted.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. Is there anything you want to add? This was, oh my God, I just feel awkward now. I hope,
know, right?
if you as a listener felt awkward during any of this, please let us know. Because like, that would be another degree of awkwardness where we experienced some people being awkward and felt so awkward that when we retold it, the other people felt awkward.
Yeah.
How that would be impressive, because then by just making like being completely awkward, these comedians have
Transcended,
made multiple groups of people awkward.
Wow. What an episode, man.
Awkwardness.
Yeah.
You want to tell a joke before we end it?
I'll tell you a very nice joke.
Tell me.
All right. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
So ready. You don't have anything, right?
I've got it, man. Got it right here. So,
Yeah.
if you take a frog,
Sure. Nice. You're already better. You're already better than the comedians. I'm already having a better time than I did in Nakano.
if you take a frog,
Mm-hmm.
if you take a frog
Yeah.
and you're holding this frog in your hands, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you ask the frog, why are you jumping?
Yeah.
If you do all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances that the frog I just want to make it more awkward, you know? Oh, man. No, I don't have a joke, man.
Was that it?
That was
What
it.
are the chances that the frog? The end. Okay, so I'm going to recite this to you. If you take a frog and you put it in your hand and you ask it, why are you jumping? What are the chances that the frog... Good one, good one.
Right?
Cool. This
Play
has
the
been it.
outro.
This has been it. Catching Up with Pep and Ted. We are here every week on Wednesday, and you can find us just on Spotify and YouTube because I'm too lazy to figure out what an RSS feed is. I don't understand what that is. I'm not interested. Okay. Catching Up with Pep and Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Come and sing along.
Along.
It's Catching Up with Pep and Ted.
Yeah. Pep and Ted.
So awesome.
So awesome, man.
Come and have some fun.
Frogs. See you next time.
See you next time.